going on, guys? It is Rinne-Hatake here, back with another video. And today I got what if Goku was born with MUI or mastered Ultra Instinct. And I got suggested this a few times down in the comment section, so I decided why not do it. But this series all depends if you guys wanted to actually keep this series going, and I will be setting a like goal of 10 likes. And if this does not get over 10 likes, I will totally not complete this story. The story will go unfinished. I will drop this series. But if you guys do get over 10 likes, then I will continue to part 2. But without further ado, let's finally begin. So, in the age of 736, there was an unexpectedly strange child that happened to be born on the planet of the Saiyans. As it was born with the power of the divine beings called angels, as those beings possess a unique ability only they are able to use, not even the gods of destruction are able to tap into, and that would happen to be Ultra Instinct, as Ultra Instinct is one of the purest forms of power known throughout the whole universe, as it overpowers the power of the gods. And one of the angels, well, is an advisor of the one and only, the Grand himself, Zeno. As these angelical powers are hard to possess even for a mortal, as a mortal could not, contain this such power. So I would have to make a lot of plot for Goku to even possess Ultra Instinct to begin with, since this is far-fetched, and Goku's body as a child couldn't handle it. Well, it will destroy Goku, and you've seen in Dragon Ball Super, as Goku was, when he obtained Omen, he could barely keep that together, and that's when he had Blue Kaioken times 20, so it's going to be hard for Goku to actually maintain this ability, but he can tap into it at certain times. But as a child, Goku would be considered the strange Saiyan, as there were rumors around going on planet Vegeta that a weird Saiyan child would tap into some strange power, as his hair would glow a white color, a silver white color, as his eyes would turn into a silverish color for a brief moment of time, or brief period of time. It will only go for a second and disappear as it just came, as this would be known as Ultra Instinct, but in some cases known as Mastered. But we move from this, as these strange occurrences happen rather normally for Goku, but his parents feel like Goku is blessed with such power, so they might need to keep this under wraps, and well, the rumors have already spread, so they might have to send Goku away to some distant planet to keep him safe. And that's what they ended up doing when Bardock had premonitions of Goku. Well, Goku, if he stayed, would be killed, and his wife would be gone also, as Bardock decided to take a space pod, and he did consult this with Gine before doing this, as he asked Gine if she wanted to go along with Kakarot, but Gine wanted to stay with, her husband, as long, wanted to stay with her husband before, he died and stuff, because she didn't want to leave him behind, and it's some sort of strange connection that they have together for some reason, but, that's not the whole point here. As Goku was sent off to planet Earth, and Frieza did hear of these rumors, so he decided to actually take matters into his own hands, making sure that this power wasn't Super Saiyan or Legendary Super Saiyan, because if it was, that would be trouble for him. But Frieza, well, little did he know that Ultra Instinct was even more or surpassed the strength of what he expected, as Frieza did destroy planet Vegeta, along with all of its inhabitants, besides Nappa, Raditz, and Vegeta, and also the young Saiyan child, Goku, as he lands on planet Earth, and most of the Dragon Ball events go according to canon. But in some cases, like when Goku fought King Piccolo, Goku tapped into Ultra Instinct, mastered Ultra Instinct, not Omen. He tapped into mastered for like this time, increasing his time limit to 3 seconds. And in those 3 seconds, he threw like punched Piccolo to death with with multiple barrages of attacks, as you've seen in like the Tournament of Power, when Goku just like stands still for a second and like punches go flying everywhere. That's basically what he did. It's kind of like Jiren's unique ability as he does that. And King Piccolo, well, he was destroyed. There's no way he could stand a chance against that. But he did have enough time to spit out the egg before he died. As Goku taps out of Ultra Instinct, or Mastered Ultra Instinct, and just falls unconscious due to all the strain in his body. And using that power for too long will, strain his whole body and probably destroy it if he uses it too much. As Goku feels like this is like a unique ability that he can only access through a lot of hard work, and he's only accessed this like once when he was conscious. He's accessed it before when he was unconscious, but never when he was conscious. But we move from this as we move to Dragon Ball, basically to Dragon Ball Z, as Goku still met up with Chi-Chi and everything like that. Still had the kid named Gohan, as he also has this weird innate ability of him having a weird hair color change, just like Goku. So Goku and Gohan both have this same innate ability, but Gohan has a lot of hybrid potential, so that makes him stronger than Goku. Well, stronger than Goku through his hybrid potential, if he uses that potential correctly. But Gohan still, studies and wants to be what he wants to be, like a professor or whatever he wanted to be when he grew up. But, they had a Kame House reunion, but that had to be, cancelled due to Raditz showing up. As Raditz came along, and he tried to knee Kakarot with one attack, because he was making a negotiation. Kakarot declined, so he went for the first attack. As when he does, Goku subconsciously activated Ultra Instinct as he dodges, and he was already behind Raditz, as Raditz has taken 2 blows straight in the torso or the chest, as those 2 blows land like 2 asteroids on his chest as he gets blown away, as he gets how you throw a pebble into water and it skips. That's basically what Raditz is doing right now, as he skips along the water and just crashes and sinks in the water. As Goku did save him still, because he still has that kind heart. But either way, I'm gonna still say that Piccolo managed to kill him, just because Raditz right now is irrelevant at this point. But we move from this as Goku decided to take his training a lot more seriously to handle this form, as Goku will ask Kami for any way of him becoming stronger. As Kami pointed out, King Kai, as well, Piccolo this time isn't gonna come along, but it's only just gonna be Goku and Gohan, as they went along to Snake Way, as they make it there in less than an hour, or less than 1 hour and 30 minutes, as they arrive on King Kai's planet. As Goku and Gohan begin their gravity training, and Goku finds this gravity training a lot more beneficial than normal gravity training. Just training under 1 times gravity isn't enough, but making it 10 times gravity is rather insane and can help out a lot with the training. As they continue doing this for a long while, they continue doing this. They continue doing their training and moving on with the steps of training, catching the monkey and then hitting that little creature with a massive mallet, as they continue onward with their training. But on one special occasion, when Goku tried to access Kaioken, something else popped up. Yes, you guessed it, Ultra Instinct did. As when Goku tried to access Kaioken, his hair turned into that white silverish color, and as his eyes turn silver, and as the aura around him changes to that of what you see on the thumbnail, as Goku's power explodes, as his time limit is still 3 seconds, as he almost instantaneously goes back into his base form and falls unconscious. But when King Kai saw this, he was shocked beyond belief, as he backs up saying, that's the power of the gods. I've never seen a mortal use it before. As King Kai stutters with his words as he falls back, as he decides to contact an upper god, a god above him, and that would happen to be Supreme Kai, as he contacts Supreme Kai saying, Supreme Kai, I have word to tell you. As, Supreme Kai asks him, what is wrong, King Kai? As, King Kai announces to him that a mortal possesses the power of the gods, and not just any gods, the angels. As when the Supreme Kai heard this, he was shocked beyond belief, as he now knows he needs to take care of this matter before Lord Beerus gets involved, as he uses the Kai Kai technique and takes Goku with him. As Gohan, King Kai and the Supreme Kai can sense the strange ability within Gohan as well, since he radiates off of this strange aura, as they also take him along just in case. As both of them began training with the Supreme Kai instead of King Kai, as they train on that Kai's world, which would be more beneficial for them, since training with an upper god is a lot better than training with a god you already surpassed. But that's not the point. As they continue training there, growing stronger and stronger day by day, as Goku decides to explore the planet while they're there, as he ran into this strange looking area with a sword inside of a rock. As Goku looks at it and basically tries to pick it up, as he struggles exponentially, as Goku tries to access that Kaioken technique again, and this time it still didn't work, but he mastered Ultra Instinct for 3 seconds, and those 3 seconds were enough, as he pulls the sword out and goes back into base, as he falls back downwards, extremely tired, as he tries to get up, and he doesn't really manage, so Kibito, who is watching, is rather shocked and decides to heal him and help him up. As he began swinging the sword, and as he began swinging the sword, he actually feels that he gets stronger each time, as he tells Gohan, hey Gohan, this is a more beneficial way of training. Do you want to try? As Gohan looks at his father saying, yes, father. As Gohan also grabs his sword, and Gohan almost completely dropped it, but is managing to somehow carry it, as he began swinging it around as well. But I apologize for any background noises that you might hear, but without further ado, let's continue. As Gohan and Goku train with the Z-Sword, becoming a lot stronger. As Gohan experienced the training with the Z-Sword, he also became stronger. But this time, Goku decided to test out the same thing that he did in canon, since it's rather the same Goku, even though he has Ultra Instinct. As they tested out, as Gohan was the one gonna swing the sword. As Gohan swings it, the sword snaps, just like what happened in the Buu Saga. As the Elder Kai pops up out of nowhere, as the Elder Kai looks at them both saying, so you were the ones who freed me? As they were all shocked, as Supreme Kai, Kibito, they were all shocked. They were like, no, the legendary Z-Sword, how could it break? As Goku's questioning, I thought the sword was supposed to be invincible or something. As they start panicking, but the Elder Kai tells them, shut up, all of you. Now, I want to know who freed me. As Goku and Gohan raise their hands, saying, we sort of broke the sword. We're sorry. As Elder Kai looks at him, saying, don't be sorry, young ones. It's all good. As the Elder Kai looks at him, saying, well, I'll give you something in return for freeing me. I know this is not how the Elder Kai really acts, but for this what if scenario, I'm gonna make an exception for it this time. As well, they basically just help. Well, they well, actually, I'm sorry for all the stuttering, but the Elder Kai actually helps them by unlocking both of their potentials. But their potentials are rather massive, so this will take at least 3 to 4 weeks to unlock their hidden potential. Well, that's a lot of hidden potential that they're gonna unlock as they start dancing around them. As they do that, they decided to do some mental training while they do this, as Goku practices trying to access Ultra Instinct in his mind. And while he does that, well, Goku, he somehow realizes in his mind when he tries to tap into it, Ultra Instinct doesn't really work like that. As he decides to clear his mind, and as he does that, the power of the angelical beings began to, surround him as his hair flickers and changes color as he accesses Ultra Instinct, or Master Ultra Instinct. As his power, you can feel his power as it's incredible. The Kais are impressed to see that Goku's able to access it, but they're waiting for it to turn off. But Goku is calming himself, taking breaths in and out, as he can sense a lot of heat is coming towards him. Heat is coming towards Goku, as Gohan is also doing mental training, trying to figure out what his father's doing. But since Gohan's a smart kid, I'm pretty sure he could realize this rather quickly. As well, as Gohan also tries to do this, and guess what? It managed to work, as Gohan's hair also changes to that of what Goku's looks like, as he also calms himself, taking breaths in and out, and doing this as well. As when they do this, the 4 weeks kind of pass by, as they did turn off Ultra Instinct because they only had like a few seconds in and then a few seconds out. I did say they did pass that time limit, and the time limit is boosted to about a minute at max, but that as they continue this training. But we move to the other point of view of the other Z fighters, as Piccolo is training, as so is the other humans. As they train hard, as they train hard, and I'm sorry for the quick pause there, but as they train hard to make sure that they don't fall behind. They continue this process, training a lot harder, and their power levels skyrocket to just past 3,000, breaking their limit before, which was around 1,000 to 2,000, I'd say. But now they're about 3,000. As Piccolo was also training and helping them as they used the hyperbolic time chamber, and that machine that takes them back into the past as they fought other Saiyans and stuff like that, which helped them out a lot to gauge what the Saiyans' abilities were. As we move from this, Goku and the others, Goku and Gohan, began finishing up their training. As when they finished, their Elder Kai tells them, "Well, I unlocked your potential, so now you should try accessing your power and ability." As Gohan and Goku clench their fists as they try to power up, as Goku's hair spikes up and it looks like he's in Super Saiyan. As his power, you can see the white aura as he roars, as you can hear the roar. You can hear his roar from the heavens, as that aura of, ultimate shows up, or mystic, as his power is incredibly high, as Gohan also does the same. As Gohan still has that kid long hair that he had before, so I'm just gonna say he cut his hair after this, he cut his hair, so now it looks like his hair is from, the Cell Saga Gohan, but it's still a little shorter than that. But we move from this, as their powers are way OP, and they're beyond anything you've ever actually felt before. As their powers, Gohan is, he probably wouldn't he would get the same boost as he did in canon, but, he's a lot weaker, so the boost is like a flatter boost than it already was, since well, Blue Saga Gohan is weaker than Cell Saga Gohan, and this Gohan is way weaker than Boo or Cell Saga Gohan. Because he's still a kid and he's not over, like, the power level 1000 yet. But now he's way above that, so, yeah, as Goku is way above, like, the strength that he normally would be. And I'd say with that flat boost and the potential that he has at being an angel or having angelical powers, I'd suggest his power level, or I'd say his power level, well, if I say this, his power level would be about the same, I'd say, as, well, the Tournament of Power Gohan. Yeah, I'd say about that, as Gohan would just be, he wouldn't be the same strong as Buu Saga Gohan, but I'd say he's at the power level of Super Saiyan 2 Buu Saga Gohan, which is a lot of power, but still weaker than Cell Saga Gohan. But yeah, we move from this, as their powers were sensed from Earth, and their powers were rather large, the largest anyone's ever felt before. As Goku just goes back to base, and so does Gohan, as they move forward from their training, and the whole year and like a month or two passes as Nappa and not Piccolo, but Nappa and Vegeta arrive. As they land on the barren wasteland, before doing that, they also take out a city with them. As the Z Fighters wait patiently, as Gohan wasn't there with them this time, as Nappa looks at him saying, "You humans and one Namekian are rather pathetic, only powering up to 2,000? How rather unfortunate." As Nappa plants some Cybermen and says, "These will take you out rather easily." As, Yamcha went first, as he takes on two of them, flexing his power, and yet he still got caught by one of them, and this time he broke free by destroying his arms, by destroying the thing's arms and legs, and doing some OP jump to get away, as the thing explodes and just kills itself. As Yamcha looks at him saying, "That was close." As Yamcha decides to take on Nappa by himself, powering up to 3,000, which surprised Nappa, since Nappa didn't expect the humans to be this strong, but they're still short and behind him. But the other two humans and decided to, power up too, and decided to take on Nappa alone. As with their powers all together, well, all three of the humans, Krillin, Tien, and Yamcha, at the power level of 3,000 each, they can overpower this guy alone, as they overpower him and defeat Nappa, as Nappa lays almost unconscious and stretches his hand toward Vegeta, as Vegeta looks at him saying, "What a disgrace to the Saiyan race," getting defeated by really weak low-class warriors, as he blows Nappa up, killing him, as Vegeta takes on the humans, as Vegeta overpowers them, since their powers collectively is just half of Vegeta's, as Piccolo joins in, having the power level of an increase to 9,000, which is a lot higher, which makes them all even, as their power is collectively the same as Vegeta's, but they outnumber him, so with incredible teamwork, they managed to hurt Vegeta a lot. But Vegeta had enough, as he powers up and, creates a power ball, making himself a great Ozaru, or the Great Ape, as he demolishes the rest of the Z Fighters, grabbing Piccolo and slamming him through multiple mountain ranges, and slams him into a mountain as Piccolo coughs out blood, as the other Z Fighters are trying to, make him go away from Piccolo, as Krillin was swatted down like a fly, and Yamcha, his legs and arms near his whole upper body was crushed by Vegeta's foot. As what happened to Goku in canon? Yeah, that's what happened to Yamcha, as Yamcha yells in pain, as Tien was whipped by the tail and kicked by the foot. So Vegeta's brutally massacring these guys, as Gohan and Goku finally arrive, as they speed towards them, as they power up into their mystic forms or ultimate forms. You can call them either way, as they charge up a Kamehameha wave just before they arrive, saying Kamehameha, as they, do a father-son Kamehameha that blows Vegeta away. I mean, blows him away. As they do a collective teamwork attack and do some synchronized attacks against Vegeta that utterly demolish Vegeta, as Vegeta's getting plummeted or just destroyed. As with another attack, Gohan goes for the face, as Goku goes for the tail and cuts it off. As Vegeta has been stripped from his power. As Vegeta shrinks back down, as it's all over. But Goku did want to let him go, and he does let him go. But Vegeta calls him another idiot and a fool to do this. But he leaves and heads back to Frieza's planet. But that's where I'll be leaving it. But that's where I will be leaving it off. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. But without further ado, I'll see you in the next What If scenario. Peace.